So I know this review is a bit late, and I do apologize. They say better late than never. But I was out tonight. I was busy tonight. And that being said, I did record Raw on my DVR. Fortunately for me, I do have DirecTV, so I got to fast forward and whatnot. Um, it's amazing how inconsistent this company can be. Now, I'm not going to say this show was horrible or it was like the worst Raw ever. I'm not going to be dramatic like that. So if you think I'm going to say that, you're wrong. I'm not going to say that because that's just stupid. Kind of like the Cowboys losing the Redskins tonight in overtime. Moving on. I mentioned last night how last night's pay-per-view Hell in a Cell was probably the best Hell in a Cell pay-per-view. It was a good pay-per-view last night. It was an entertaining pay-per-view. I liked it. There was something in it, but nothing perfect. I look into this episode of Monday Night Raw, 27th of October, and I mean, this is what happens when you have your world champion Brock Lesnar be an attraction, be a champion that decides to be there whenever the hell he decides to be there, because he's Brock Lesnar. So we start off with the tag team. Actually, no, we start off with you had a promo from the Queen. She comes out with Seth Rollins, and then comes around New York. Basically, it's grilling in the sand more and more the Orton and Rollins feud, and the chances of Orton turning face have been growing higher and higher here. And it's just a typical authority promo, except for obviously now you have God going, no, you guys have to clear your minds of Randy. I want you to take the night off. Just get your head straight up. It's like this is just this whole thing just feels like Stephanie and freaking God being the parents, and basically Orton and Rollins are being the brat brothers that are keep fighting with each other. The parents are trying to separate. Like we already ended up having a sibling rivalry. We're already done with that. We're still doing it technically, but you get the point. Obviously not technically siblings. Yada. So we move on to tag team title match between Mark Motherfucker and the Big Slow versus Star and Goldust. The tag team titles. The match was alright, I guess. Nothing huge, but as you can see from a mile away, Mark Henry turns heel on the Big Show. Hits him with the World's Strongest Slam. Stardust covers him. After the match is over, he gets another World's Strongest Slam, and then does it another time to him, and then basically trash talks Big Show. And yay, Big Show and Mark Henry! I'm so excited for this feud. Oh, okay, moving on, please. Thank you. Alright, so then we have Roman Reigns talking on via satellite again. Congratulations, Roman Reigns. You become like my idol growing up, and The Rock, your cousin, going via satellite now because you're too lazy to get your ass to San Antonio, Texas, home of the NBA champions. Congratulations, Roman Reigns, because you're like, I'm still working on my parts, my wires, because I'm still robotic as hell. Like a girl. He just says that he's seen Rollins as a weasel and it proved it last night. Yada yada yada. You can't wait to be medically cleared. He's gonna make Rollins the past and believe that. Blah blah blah. Ugh. And Roman Reigns. This is why Roman Reigns is one of those guys that's like kind of like Brock Lesnar, and what I mean by that is obviously he's built like a beast. He's strong, he's big, he's huge, but just don't speak, man. Have someone speak for you. Anyways, we got Alicia Fox versus AJ Lee for the Divas title, aka newest diva to long-legged diva for Total Diva. Then you have the 12-year-old Miss Brooks. The match itself was short, nothing particular, different about it. Short match. Um, just that really. I mean, Paige kind of turns her back on Alicia for losing, and then just total diva drama. Now you guys saw it last time, I'm sure. WWE.com, the YouTube channel that promoted. Oh, the new season of Total Divas. Sorry, January 4th. On E. So now that Alicia and Paige are both on Total Divas, it's just like they're just building it up for it. It's just like wow. AJ's gonna hold that belt on defaults just because she doesn't want to be on Total Divas. Okay. So then we move on to comes out and he's talked about how he's the #1 contender, that Brock Lesnar is the champion, he thinks he's a champion, but champion would be here, blah blah. Now comes the Queen, she congratulates John Cena. And basically she kinda gives us somewhat of a small taste of an invitation of joining the Authority. Be the poster boy. John's like, no, I got hustle, loyalty, respect. And then God's like, I told you so, Stephanie, he would never do it. And then they come up with this idea, again, because Brock's not there, you need to have a quote-unquote amazing main event. That, it's a good thing to, despite Survivor Series the last several years not meeting as much as it used to, Survivor Series is obviously one of those big special pay-per-views that have been done in recent past. Well, not recent past, but in the past in general. And, they want to do a Survivor Series elimination match between John Cena and his choice of a team, Team Cena versus Team Authority. And I'm like, oh my god. I know you have to stall to Brock because, you're probably going to do this again at TLC because I doubt Brock's going to be like, I want to perform at TLC. And he's probably going to be like, I want to perform at the Rumble, Vince. You got it, Brock. Like, man, this is just pathetic. That's why do you want Brock champion? Anyways, we have the Usos versus Damien Sandow and Dummies. And, as you can tell, Sandow's usual is over. He's obviously entertaining. How good a fan he is. The Usos are an RA tag team. Usos win. I guess now that they're teasing a possible breakup for Sandow and The Miz, and obviously it would make sense, for them doing a feud to break a feud. So whatever. I mean, both guys to me are entertaining in the ring, personality-wise, and the mic skills. They're both underrated. So to me, it works. Then we move on to Hulk Hogan, brother. What you gonna do when Hulk Hogan, dude, talks about how happy he was to see John Cena beat the no-good Randy Orton at Hell in a Cell, brother? What you gonna do, Jack? Oh god. I'll always respect Hulk Hogan because he's the big root of professional wrestling, but seriously, it's like, let's just randomly bring in Hulk Hogan for like 5 minutes to give him a fat paycheck. Like, seriously, let one day God just be like, Hogan, I want you to go out there and talk for like 5 minutes, am I gonna get paid, brother? Like, you wouldn't believe, what you gonna do, brother? And then just walks out there. Like, seriously. Anyways, we have Bo Dallas, please, facing a returning Feed Me More. So I guess Ryback's a face now. he gets injured and he's randomly a face. It's like when Triple H got injured and came back. Remember when Triple H, we all thought I'd feel bad. He was gone for like nearly a year. He comes back, he's a face, even though he was a heel when he got injured. So now it's like, I don't know why Ryback's a face, but anyways, know me, I was one of the few people that was, kind of still am a fan of Ryback. He has that look. I know him mic skills, he's not the best in the world, obviously, but, he could be entertaining, I think, and, if anyone's ever seen his actual YouTube channel, his videos, he can actually be kind of funny, even though his videos are like 30 seconds long, they're still funny and entertaining, so, if they're trying to repackage Ryback, as a beast, and what he was supposed to be before, it's like, let's have him face and screw him up. You know, we'll give it a shot. So next we have Cesaro versus Dean Ambrose, which wrestling-wise would be a good match. But this was just like, no, let's not have a wrestling match. Let's just have Cluster with Bray Wyatt. You know, and obviously, Bray Wyatt interfering in the Hell in a Cell match last night at Hell in a Cell. So it makes sense. But again, I don't care what people say, and I know the similarities of last night's Rollins versus Ambrose match was kind of similar to HBK versus Undertaker '97. Yeah, the similarities are there. Trust me. I rewatched the match on the network, but you still could have waited 24 freaking hours. Just saying, you could have done it this. This is when you could have had Bray Wyatt come back. I know you probably said, oh, it would have been too many returns. Oh, you had Ryback, Bray Wyatt. Please. Well, it's like earlier this year, you had freaking AJ, Chris Jericho, and freaking everyone and their mothers returning on the same night. Don't even go there. But, anywho, it should be a good match. I think, I don't know if it'd be part of the Team Cena versus Team Authority. I doubt it. I think they might have their own separate match, but anyways, so then you have Nikki Bella, Big Nikki Bella, Wonder Woman versus Naomi, which they actually gave us like 5 minutes or so. It probably would be a pretty good match, but hey, this is Raw. We give the Divas like 2 minutes. As you can tell, Nikki Bella is her assistant, and she's got to like hold her hat and freaking cheer for her, help her cheat to win, and then after the match, she has to hold Nikki's arm up and enter the sympathy for Nikki Bella. Okay, so then you have Kane versus Dolph Ziggler, and what do you know? Only Kane would lose to Dolph Ziggler in a non-title match. It seems like Ziggler, he's losing nothing but matches recently. Until last night, he got a clean sweep, 2-0 win victory over Cesaro, and then tonight, obviously, he beat Kane. So, and believe it was a long, extended match, and it wasn't too bad either. I mean, Kane, I know he's past his prime. We all know that Ziggler can entertain. We all know that. So, not too bad. Obviously, WWE's kind of think they're making up what they're doing with Ziggler, but there comes Seth Rollins, there comes John Cena, and then cluster happens. So then we have versus the long lost X-Men, plus for Money in the Bank. Seth Rollins comes out there, and it's not even really a match. It's just, oh my god! I thought I was watching TNA from freaking 2010. Clusterfuck of a freaking brawl. And I know everyone's like, oh well, technically they had a match. I know technically they had a match, and it was and but of course Kane comes out, then the whole locker room decides to come out. You have like freaking the Usos, you have Stardust and Goldust, and you have Ziggler, and you have everybody and their freaking mothers is out there, and I'm like, this is freaking TNA in freaking 2010. The ending. Remember when TNA would just have their random brawls? I mean, the only good brawl, in my honest opinion, they ever had is when they had the parking lot. And the only reason why that was a good brawl is because the cops were there and it kind of made it look a little real. And like Sting and all of them are like, I didn't do it. But, oh my god. I know you're building up for a pay-per-view 4 weeks, like what, a month and what, a week or so, like 4 weeks, whatever, but, 4 or 5 weeks, but, oh my god. We all know who's winning at Survivor Series. Team Cena. We all know what's going to happen, too. John Cena's going to be the only guy left on his team. You're going to have like 5 people, all perfect 4 or 5 people, and they're going to get eliminated like this, and this. Everybody's lucky that I'm loyal to this company, because I'm the perfect. I could be one of those people that can lie my ass off and say, "Well, I'm never watching or care about this company again," and then go on Lords of Pain or No DQ like within like 24 hours or less than, going, "What's going on SmackDown? What happened on SmackDown? I don't know what's happening on SmackDown." At least I'm not like that. So there's a plus side, but man. What do you guys think of Monday Night Raw? Because I want to know what you think. Comment down below. Subscribe. Go on Twitter. You guys know what to do.